Absolutely.
Through that lane to keep that pressure, which means that Pyosik is actually going to pick up his first mark. Maybe looking for a play on bot.
Yeah, they're going to go for the Alistar. They want to get that root, but not actually going to amount to much, but they still have the damage. First blood will go to Keria, I believe, just burning him down. The Drake, we're not going to do anything about it. We do not care.
Max is not here, so we should get an Ocean Rift.
No, it's... No.
Wow.
Side, but Kingan is trying to take out this turret, and looks like he may just be able to. Yeah, he's going to just go for it. He takes the trade, and he just slaps him down. Says, Zeus, get out of my rift. You are nothing compared to me.
And Kingan, what a performance.
Alongside of Gumayusi. And with the teleport coming in and now the Rift Herald down on the bottom side, T1 say, we don't have to risk it for just the one Cloud Drake here. Let's give that away and get fast track on the mid lane.
And then Bounce, yeah, just make sure you stay alive. There's so many limits being tested here, right? Every time, like, are they going to die? Is someone going to get taken out? And it might happen here.
Wow. Yeah, he's dead. And they have a little bit of pushing power here in the mid lane. This game is a little bit all over the place. Note that Pyosik picks up a mark in the enemy jungle as this is happening. So keep your head on straight, everybody. This is, we're going for a little bit.
I think that DRX as a whole skilled pretty well. Need to be careful.
Oh, Keria, he's looking for names. He wants Bao. And Kingan in the front line tries to get it onto Gumayusi, but that is not going to work. He will be taken out, trying to save his AD carry. And just another straight-up pick here. There's that hard engage from the Rakan we were talking about in draft, and it's looking really good in this game so far.
Keria's just been playing so well this entire game, and this is the problem with DRX's composition. You can't overstep.
Oh man, you cursed him. Why'd you do that?
What? I'm sorry. Okay, Keria.
What are you doing?
I did.
But trying to just set this up now, T1. Some Trouble Bubbles and Paddle Stars also landing there. They're just going to start this up. They're okay to go for this one. Keria's got a nice little flank angle down on the bottom side. We'll see if he can convert this one as Becca will spot him. Over the wall he goes. That's a huge Paddle Star. Keria now into the back line, but that is a massive Kindred ultimate. It saves so much damage. Can they turn this one around after that? Look at Bao's positioning. It is just huge, as now everybody was laughing at him for the beginning of this game, but he is going to pick up a triple kill and maybe pick up Faker. No, that's going to be the Ignite from the Zoe, but that all came down to the massive ultimate from Pyosik.
And the Drake was stolen here by Bao of all people. It wasn't Pyosik diving in. I wondered, is he want to try and go big with a Lamps Respite steal, maybe try some funky business? Instead, what we see is that T1, even after the Lamps Respite comes down, they funnel so much cooldowns into trying to take down the members of DRX. That shockwave from Faker was well into the Lamps Respite. And I don't actually think they can do this. That guy's gonna not die, but okay, they'll be fine. Oh, that was a bit scary.
It's still close.
Are they fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
So, and this is the power of the composition. But I have to say, I'm super impressed with what DRX is showing here.
Yeah, they've got a really nice setup here, as we mentioned before. Just going to push in with the Baron. And it doesn't look like they're going to overstay their welcome, though. They still have a minute left on Baron. Maybe they want to attack that bottom side turret. But even just sitting here and doing this, like, that's also really good. Zaya's going to lose more than half of his health with one Paddle Star over the wall. And you can just consistently do this, and there's not really much that T1 can do because you can keep them at range, you have the Baron empowered minions, and Keria's not really going to find a hard engage, so just more power to the side of DRX that after taking this turret will hold, you know, nice little lead here, about 4,000 gold at this point.
This is one of your big spikes, though, right? Like champions like the Zoe, you have your Horizon Focus, you have your Ludens. We hit the 2-item power spike for Pyosik a while back. Kingan has the fully stacked Moramana.
Which is still unbelievably strong. So we have to note and see how these fights are going to go down, as that's not going to be the Zoe Smite coming in there. As a little bit of a sleep comes over, here comes really fast Becca as Bao.
Hard of him to sustain up, as you often see AD carries do. He needs to back here. Faker also used his teleport early on to try and maintain tempo, and this might be another Baron for DRX, and with this comp, that's the dream.
It absolutely is. This is where the powered auto...
Yeah, it's just the sparkles, you know? Nice.
Yeah, and the sparkles, of course.
Oh,
They got Faker. I think he's just dead. Yeah, he's just dead. They slap him down on the bottom side. They got the Banshee's Veil earlier on. And that might just be it. As you mentioned, no Orianna means no Shockwave. Gumayusi's going to take a bunch of damage. And man, DRX, they are on top of their game tonight. Looking really pretty clean here in this one. And with the Baron, they'll be looking to push this one in. The poke, just not much they can do against this one now. Keria will give it one last try. That is a pretty fantastic engage, but the damage is just way too much. On the side of DRX, they are going to shut them down and fully clean up the side of T1 for the victory here in game number 1.
And I'm not, like, you knew that, right? Like, yes, it could have been swapped to Baka. That was a possibility, but generally, you know you're going to be playing into that. I feel like
he wants to exert his dominance here over LM. He's going to get that slowdown. And will the smite go the way of Pyosik? Yes, it will. As the smite came out early from LM, but now Pyosik in an awkward spot here. Faker over the wall as well. I think he even dodged that vision, but now they're just going to turn onto Kingen, who gets in a little bit of trouble. The flashes come in, bit of poke damage now from Pyosik over the wall, who does hop over and looks to take out LM, and he will be able to hand that kill over to the victor. Here's Keria?
Keria's
from the bottom lane. He's level 2. I suppose that's one way for T1 to win the fight. Thank you, Mr. Keria. Your bottom lane isn't going to love that, but at the end of the day,
take up two-wave advantage, and combination of stealing or like smiting away the Rift Herald, even though you don't. Yes, buddy, you're very far up.
There's no cask right now on Kingen, but Zeus kind of getting in there looking for the plate. I think he knows he's down, and with no flash available, they're going to give that kill over to Pyosik. Didn't look like he had the mark onto the Renekton. It comes in a little bit late, as you saw.
He did have, especially with Faker just using his teleport. Go in here.
So, Becca trying to be a little bit cute there. He does have his flash, but he just says, yeah, you know, I'm dead, sure. You use your teleport, you get down to the bottom side. There's no dragon. I mean, mid lane's still farming. There's not really too much action that's happening between those two guys.
I was a little scared there. Not entirely sure whether Guma could close it up, but he definitely did. Zeus needs to get out of there because his team is making a play for Drake, and you're on your own, buddy. Yeah.
And this time, Pyosik has the Renekton mark ready to go. We'll see if he can actually make it happen. As into the wall he goes. The flash forward from Pyosik is going to force the flash from Zeus. So, you know, he doesn't get the kill, but at least he's, again, putting so much pressure up onto this top.
The issue's there because if Pyosik gets up until like the 7 marks this early, like, then it's going to be
survive. But at the same time, that's an insane amount of poke damage already onto him, as here comes the engage, trying to just get Pyosik down, but there's the Lamb's Respite. He gets it off once again. He's going to be on the edge, but he will go down eventually. Solar Flare is good, as is the cast, but they should still have the damage. It looks like T1, though, a little bit too low on their health bars. And even though it is 4v3 at this point in time, they're not exactly in a position to take this fight. And so DRX, funnily enough, even though it is 3v4, they will push on and take this T1 turret.
Well, the tempo advantage here as well, so they can get the turret, they can shove in, take control of that pit, and then hopefully get
DRX. And T1, I'm sure with their Gumayusi fed really nicely, they'd love to take a big team fight here. Let's see how it goes. You see a little bit of a flank attempt, perhaps, from Keria. As the ward does come in, he has jumped into the pit, actually, has Keria. As now he will go in, they're looking to get it. That is a massive ultimate that comes out from Faker and separates the entire team of DRX, but you still have both of the carries from DRX alive here on the right side. They're going to be able to chip down onto Zeus. And it looks like the Ocean Drake will go the way of the Olaf. But Solka looking for more. He's going to pick up another kill. And as Gumayusi will be able to trade it back. But now a triple over to the side of the Kaisa. And with the TP coming in from Kingen, they should be able to take down Gumayusi. And there it is, the quadra kill for Bao.
Exceptional fight there from both sides. In the end, though, it's DRX that actually takes...
They're going to respect that teleport. Pyosik he's just kind of doing his own thing, and T1 have left Zeus to die on the left side, as meanwhile the Rel dies in the team fight under the sand turret. What is going on over here? As Becca takes a little bit too much damage trying to get that team fight going. Now Gumayusi trying to get on top of the Kindred, but you can see that DRX absolutely pummels them in the fight on the right side, and that is a super easy laser. By the way, Solka and Bao completely unaffected in this team fight once again. As DRX, I mentioned it comes down to execution. They absolutely stomped T1 in that fight.
And we might be looking at a 2-0 victory for DRX here, which would put them as one of the top 3 teams here, Valdez. And T1, there's so many moments where you think they're going to turn it around, right? It starts off looking really, really bad, with Zeus almost getting taken down. Faker goes for...
At any point in time, they're just barreling down the mid lane, and now Keria is going to be not burst down this time, actually. Faker going to get a nice little engage, as they will also get the kill onto Bao, and now trying to get on top of Fioshik. They will be able to burst him down, and DRX, they give it back. T1 immediately come through, and Faker sweeps them up and picks up 3 kills.
2 teleports available, and this will be Soul. Oh, Keria, no!
Okay, well, just like that, you give DRX another chance. Keep in mind that there are some low-ish health bars down here. Not sure what Kingdom's doing, trying to stop the blast plant. But this is going to be Ocean Soul going to T1, no doubt. There's DRX making this a little bit of a yakety, wacky one. Have an Olaf that can flash onto a low carry, right? But you just don't have that anymore. As Solka's going for a bit of a run. This is a massive engage, though, from Keria as he's trying to win the game just like that for his team. And over the wall, they run straight into Gumayusi. And I think we're going to game 3 just like that. Keria and Faker, once again, they loaded up together with the duo. And they make a gigantic engage happen.
It's the reverse curse, just as I say, Gumayusi. I don't know if you're really doing enough. He goes for the 1v2, but as you said, the real heroes of that fight, Keria with these engages, man. Yes, he had the oopsie underneath the turret, right? Like, dove a little bit too deep, but this is the counter to that Lamb's Respite that had such a big impact in the last game. T1 kind of overcoming the struggles that they had in the first game, and just the decisiveness, even after what was honestly a rough series up until this point, to just go in like that. You know, Adam's flash didn't matter, so that's
exactly. He didn't need his flash at the end.
We take those.
Where we did see the Orianna, and there it is. So he does pick it up, and here we go. Here are our compositions. So
perfectly set up here from DRX. Let's see if the execution comes through.
Ooh, Zeus, what are you gonna do? Is this your moment? The sun comes through on the bear stance, and down you go. First blood, 3.5 minutes in, an extremely clean dive, 3 CF.
They've been there in every one of these matches where DRX just continuously sack dragons to get their top side ahead, and T1 sacking their top side.
That different casters were here, and they're like, oh, okay, no more Cloud Souls.
And Zeus will be going towards that Proudest Claw, as I mentioned earlier. As Fioshik is topside, yeah.
He's going to go ahead and back away. Bao cleaning up this bottom turret, and looks like we're just going to end a little bit of a farming
front line in a flanking situation. So instead, it's going to be up to Keria yet again, as Fioshik is top.
Oh, he's back.
He's here.
Wait, what? He's still here. Why are you still bullying this guy? Even Becca's up here. Are they even going to kill him? Please. Okay, they got him. That would have been silly if all 3 members came up and they still didn't get him after all of that bully. They're going to kill Zeus, you know, they're just going to get the free kill. That's what DRX have been all about all game long.
And I can imagine they leave Zeus alone in chat, because it's just... But this is what you do.
So, that's what they'll be looking for. Again, the poke has to land. You know, the Jace has to hit the shock blast. Becca, he's set up in a pretty interesting spot here. They're going to catch Faker. Will they be able to burst him down? There's the ultimate, and they do have the damage to take down that Orianna at the perfect time as a fantastic hook comes out from Becca. He finds the weak Orianna soft under spot, not the Ragnarok Olaf that could have just walked away from that one. And that is a massive pick as DRX pushed down the mid lane.
Absolute disaster for T1. This further gives more control over to DRX, who can take the dragon, can take the mid turret, and really break open the map for themselves, meaning that they get more value out of this Jace. they simultaneously pick up the single one most important member, right? We talked about this. Faker is the one who needs to do the work here. Gumeyushi, he can go in, but with the amount of like peel and mistakes from DRX, what they're gonna do here, Valdez?
Yeah, I mean, you can see Keria, he's like, please let me engage.
Oh,
He's got a really nice spot here. DRX should have seen him, but they're still going to get caught out here. There's that Feather Storm we were talking about. Immediate hook comes in, and where is the follow-up? It is just nowhere. The Prowler's Claw comes in. Gumeyushi finally able to get a great spot here underneath, but the Jace is just way too large at this point in time, and he's got Moonstaff Seraphine right behind him. So not the easiest point in time here. Pioshik as well, gonna look to run them down, and I'm not sure there's much of an escape here for E1.
Oh no, he's coming.
Okay, well,
he's coming, Valdez.
now someone play the Jaws music. Here comes Udyr, or, well, in this case, definitely not Udyr. He's getting on top of them, looking for that 80 carry, gets into the back line, and this was just inevitable. Faker, the last runner, the last unfortunate soul that, yeah, he's just going to get burst down. See you later. Pioshik going to pick up that kill. And DRX, at the end of the day, they kill all 5 members.
This entire game means that DRX, if you don't 100-0 and straight up win the fight, which is so hard to do.
XP here on the left side. You see level 15 already for Pioshik especially. 3 levels up on LM.
3 levels.
King, I think it's just really good. It's really valuable.
Yeah.
I think it should be banned.
Yep.
You know, just ban it away. Nice little shockwave here.
It doesn't do anything.
Cute. That was very cute indeed. Yeah, they're up against Baron.
They're full health against Valdez.
Yeah, there's not much they can do. Becca's gonna take a bit of poke damage here. They're trying to get rid of course, the Baron empowered cannons. Smite will come in. And DRX say, okay, you know, we can't end the game just yet, but we're fine with that. That's no problem. We'll just teleport, or not teleport, we'll just run up to the top side.
I'm glad that they don't go for it, but I'm also like 90% sure that they could. And there would just be nothing that T1 can do. That shockwave did so little. They're 10k gold behind. There's just no way to get through these health bars.
Yeah, they don't really have an option at this point. I mean, Zeus, that jungle's not yours anymore, buddy. I'm sorry to tell you. And he's going to have to pop the Dominus. He will survive, but only until this game ends. Let's just say that. As another inhibitor is going to go down. Slow landed there from the Seraphine. Will they push the... Seraphine doesn't have her ult for this fight. I'm just not sure that it's going to matter. Faker trying to clear the top wave and stop the Nexus from dying. Because that's really all you can do at this point in time. They have insane amounts of damage with the Xayah Jace onto these turrets. And they'll just go ahead and slowly chip away. Let's see the engage from T1. Show me what you got. That's what they say.
They don't have Flash on Rel. So that's your engage.
Okay, Zeus. Dominus, he's just trying to stay alive at this point in time. Seraphine's hitting you with those little sparkle things from about 5 miles away. Not much you can do about that. Okay. Looks like, okay, we get the pick on Becca, but actually it's Zeus who dies at the end of the day. Pioshik going to run down the Kaisa and zoom him away. Gumeyushi trying his best, but he does get exhausted. He'll get the Guardian Angel. That's about all that's going to happen. Triple kill here for the Xayah. Could see a Penta. Will they go for it? Looks like the answer's going to be no. DRX still be happy. They just want to take their big win, and boy, it is a big one. 2-1 over T1 tonight.